welcome back to this series of little gorgeous garden scenes, and we're going to be doing the little wheelbarrow design today. Let's bring it into the centre. Using the Black Widow pencils that we've been using for the rest of the pictures. Let's bring it in. We'll just make sure it's focused up properly. Wrong way. There we go. Okay, I think that's okay. Straighten it a bit. There we are. Okay, so how are we going to colour this wheelbarrow? Well, I quite like to do the tyre first because I know that that's just going to be black, or not black, but I think I'm going to use the coal colour, which is almost black, and I rarely use this colour, so why not? I don't know if you can hear noise. My neighbour's doing something. I'm not sure what, but it's noisy. But I don't know if my microphone picks up that much noise around, you know. But anyway, can't be helped. You know, when I'm rich and famous, I can get a soundproof studio and proper microphone and good cameras and an editor, and we'll all be good. But I don't really want to be rich and famous, though, to be honest. Comes with too much stress, my goodness. But I think I'd feel terribly guilty if I was really, really well off, although I'd probably just end up donating more money to charities. But yeah, I think I'd find it quite difficult. There we go. So we made it darker on the edges to make it look more inflated. Yeah. So that's that one. Now you could go even darker. I'll just show you how to do that if you want to. Might as well. So here's our midnight, which is a black, and we can just put a little bit of that right inside, and it takes that tyre even fatter. We mustn't do it too much or else it'll burst. But around that edge as well. Yeah, my son would love it if we could afford proper studio. He's so fussy about his videos and the sound quality and the editing and everything else, you know. Whereas I say to him, if I had to keep thinking about making everything absolutely spot on perfect all the time, which is what he tries to do, I wouldn't do it. It would just be too much. I'm going to use the colour called opal. I think that might be it, yeah. To do, I'm thinking my wheelbarrow, the metal pieces, I'm going to make them coloured. Why not? So I'm going to start with this opal, and I'm going to use it lower down because this is my darker colour. I don't know if wheelbarrows come coloured. I know my parents' wheelbarrow has just metal grey pieces here, and this leg bit has got loads of rust here. But I want ours to look all pretty. This is an ornamental wheelbarrow which is being used as a planter. I'm going to make these bits this colour as well, just to, I don't know, why not? I think I'm going to block them in there a bit narrow, and I want a slightly lighter colour for the top bits. I'm going to try the skye. It's a lot lighter, but I can't really find anything else that sort of works, so we'll see. Here it is, skye. It might be too light, it might be the wrong shade. We'll just give it a go. I think that's okay. You can make your own decision whether you think that's okay or whether you want it a tad darker. I think it's okay. There we go. Sorry, just concentrating. Now this bit I'm going to do all in this colour, like that. because I think this bit would be flat. Maybe. Shrugs. Isn't quite sure, but you know, there we go. Now, the handle, I'm really tempted to just do it the same colour as the wheel, the tyre, sorry. I think I will, because I'm thinking a sort of nice comfortable rubber to hold on to while you're pushing your flowers around the garden. So I'm going to fade it off a little bit towards the top, thinking, because that's the way we've done that bit. But because it's rubber, it's not going to be really shiny in the same way as the metal, this sort of metallic paint that I've imagined on here. So a little bit of light, but not tons. And I'm thinking I want this bit to be wood because it's drawn as if, in my interpretation, I think that's wood. So I'm just looking for a colour of pale wood. I'm going to try the leather and we'll see how it looks. It looks blunt. Here it is, leather. I was watching one of Johanna's videos this morning. She shared one of from this book. And it's one of the little thumbprint flower designs, you know, where there's loads on a page and they're really teeny. And she'd got her box of, I reckon that's the top there, her tin of 12 Staedtler Design Journey pencils, and she just coloured it with 12 colours. And all the flowers, she hadn't done them all different, she'd sort of done the same types, but we might do a few more colours here because there's only 2 types of flower. It just looked really pretty. You know, one colour green for the leaves and the background, the same colour. And yeah, all the flowers in different sort of groups of colours. And I was like, that looks so pretty and simple at the same time. You know, don't have to. I think she teaches us. Oh, my phone's ringing. Right, no, that was a wrong number. It was quite funny. But yeah, the local dentist in our town has almost the same phone number as us, so we're always getting called. But that was, I don't mind. She was a lovely lady. She was very apologetic and we had a bit of a giggle. So that was good. I was sort of expecting it to be my mum. But anyway, as I was saying, Johanna shows you how to do things quite simply. And so helps you to realise that you don't have to be the most practiced, the most well-trained artist in order to get, this is pig's ear, some really pretty results. And I think it's worth remembering that, because as much as we might want to emulate our very favourite artists, you know, this should be about relaxation and fun. And I've said this far too many times, and it's probably getting really boring, but I think it's important to keep remembering this is carrot. I'm just going to do all the flowers in different colours. And I'm going to block these in because they're small. I want to go right to the edge. Yeah. So her little, Johanna's colouring is what I would say on a level of, or the way she colours. I don't know whether she could colour much better if she wanted to, but the way she colours her things in Nugget are quite simple. And I think the idea is to make people realise that they can all do it. You know, you don't have to be, you know, amazing to get a really cute result. Okay. Cyanide pink, great name, needs to sharpen. I'm just working my way across the wheelbarrow using different colours. It's, oops, snippety snap. We can probably fade this one a little bit. We can certainly put in some more advanced techniques, learn from other people, do different things, but you don't have to. It should just be about fun. There we go. Blue, forget me not. We need a purple in a minute. Forget me not. I think that's what I was trying to say when the phone rang. It's not always easy to remember. Having a little giggle with the lady and then, can't remember what I was saying. Right, I'm going to use the grape. I like this colour, can you tell? Actually, it's my Cobra set are quite breaky. They travelled a long way to reach me. So I think they got dropped. But they were a lovely gift, which I very much appreciated. Right, there we go. Now I'm going to do the centres. I want them to show up, so I'm going to use this sort of orangey yellow. I think the serpent is probably the best one, which I'm going to sharpen. Are we still straight? Just about. I'm not going to do anything fancy, particularly in these teensy ones. That's about it. These I might try and put a little bit more colour in the bottom corner, but it doesn't really want to show up. Now these ones up here I'm going to do as little flowers as well. I might just do a sort of light, yeah, let's do the amethyst. It's like a light violet-y colour for this one. I'm not going to press too hard. I want it to look a bit more pastel-y. I don't want it to look too much like this one. And then this one I'm going to do in a sort of pinky colour. Let's use this one. This is more of a pinky red. We haven't got a red, have we? Never mind. Ruby rose. I've made up my mind now. There we go. Now, leaves. We'll use a few different greens. I'm going to start with the green glow. Just jumped out at me. It didn't, actually. That'd be a bit weird. So I'm just going to fade to the tip on these as much as I can. But they're very teeny tiny. My tongue starts sticking out. I need to keep talking or else it'll do that. And then there'll be nothing of interest coming out of my mouth. Maybe there isn't anyway, who knows? Apple next. I really like this colour. I'm going to do that little overhanging vine with this one. Apple. And we're going to fade to the tip again. Like that. And then we've got these bigger ones. Let's have a think. What should we do with those? Shall we go for the... Yeah, let's go for the grub green. I think it's that one. Is it 93? Yeah. Hard to tell. Same again. Bit more colour in the base, if I can. It's quite a pale colour anyway. And then this to the tips. There we go. They're not very dark. I might put some darker colour in the base, but I'll decide towards the end once I've done the other greens. I don't want them to stand out as looking significantly different. I just want it all to look like a little colourful mass, if you know what I mean. That sounds a bit horrible, doesn't it? I didn't mean it to sound horrible. I'm looking for a colour for these two. I'm going to go for the Irish green, which I think is this one. Yeah. Again, slight confusion. Once I sharpen beyond the number, I'm never going to know what it is. I have to get a sticker or something. And then we have that little tufty bit here. I'm really tempted to use my favourite colour again, but I mustn't do that. I must do something different. Maybe the olive green. I think this is the olive green. Yeah, olive green. They're just all called green. Now I'm going to put a few shadows in here and there just before I finish with the medium grey. And I'm going to put them under the plants on the wheelbarrow. So maybe a little bit there actually, but under here. Just to make it look like they're not drawn onto the wheelbarrow, they're draped over it. Hopefully it will work. Yeah, and then we can go through the sort of leaves and flowers where they're overlapping and just put a little bit in. Be careful with how much you put down because it can just end up like you're putting a bit of dirt on the page. Don't want that, my stomach's rumbling. I'm feeling hungry. I think it's 11 o'clock. I'll probably get a drink. That might help. Sometimes it does. Before I do the last video on this page. I think we want a little bit there as well. There we go. I'm going to leave that there. It's cute, isn't it? I like it anyway. Right, there is the little wheelbarrow done. Oh, no, we've got all that grass to do at the bottom. What am I saying? What colour are we going to use for that? Let's use the leaf green. Here it is. I'm getting ahead of myself. I am just blocking these in though because they're very small. I think underneath here is dirt though, not grass. These look like clods. Let's use a tad of grey. We just happen to have the medium grey here. Let's use a bit of this. Like that. And then a bit of brown. I don't think we've got a brown out, have we? No. Which one shall we use? We don't want one that's too red. There's a colour called mud. I think that might work. Is that it there? Yeah. Here it is, mud. Sounds the right colour, doesn't it? Oh, just put my elbow down on top of my other colours. We'll just scribble it on top, like we did for the dirt on the last video in this series, the previous one, I should say. We sort of squidged it on like that. Put a bit more under there to look like it's creating. It should be a bit of a shadow under here, wouldn't there? Under the whole thing, be a bit darker. There we are. There we go. There is our little wheelbarrow. I've definitely finished this time. Yes, so thank you for watching. Hopefully you'll tune in for the seed packets one tomorrow. I have coloured seed packets once before, but I'll have a little think about what to do with it. But hopefully we can make it bright and colourful. So thank you for watching. Have a super day and happy colouring.